Okay. Hey guys, this is Coach Tran at UW Taekwondo. So a lot of people have been asking, like, what can you do or what can they do to stay fit or stay Taekwondo fit when they're at home or when they're traveling and they don't have access to gear or equipment. It's definitely really hard to do because like training for Taekwondo can require a lot of gear, right, when you're doing sparring training or whatnot. But there's still a lot of stuff that you can do off the mat, or rather with the absence of equipment as well. Mostly we want to work on improving our anaerobic endurance, improving our mechanics for kicking, and doing things that don't really have too much impact on your knees because you don't have like a target to hit back and you don't have that feedback or that resistance to kind of protect your knees. So we have Cameron today here from the club. He's going to help me demonstrate a few things. What I like to do at the end of classes is we typically do kind of an endurance circuit. These are things that you can do like anytime, anywhere, really, as long as you have a little bit of space. What we want to do to make it like a proper workout, though, I do encourage like a proper warm-up. So maybe go jog around the building or around your neighborhood or whatnot for maybe a mile at the most, right? Just like a light jog just to get yourself nice and warm. That is part of your training as well. And then once you're done with that, you enter kind of the circuit training portion of it, which is what we're going to demonstrate today. Really, the circuit portion is going to be we're going to demonstrate a few exercises that I think that are really good for Taekwondo because it has a lot of movement patterns that are important for our martial art and sport. And you can do it. You can really vary it up based on like what you want to do or how easy or hard it is for you. You can change the length of each exercise or the rest period, and you kind of tailor that as you become stronger and stronger. Okay. So typically, what we want to do here is we do 1 minute on, 10-second off, 1 minute on, 10-second off, and you're just trying to do high volume, quality volumes as much as you can, as many reps as you can within that minute, and then you get a 10-second break and you move on to the next exercise. Okay. And so Cameron's going to demonstrate. The first one here is going to do a minute on of burpees. So let's just demonstrate the burpee form first. Like, you don't have to do it too hard right now. So when you're in the burpee form, make sure you jump into the plank and make sure you have a good plank, nice and strong. The back is flat here, and then you jump up, push off the feet, knees up, and jump up high, and extension up high. Okay. Just breathe out. Make sure you're breathing as you're doing this as you cycle through each rep. So let's do like 10 to demonstrate. So 1, 2, good. And then as you get more, as your form improves and you have the strength to improve it, start to push the speed of it. So push the speed, push, come on. Up, good. So just good burpee form. This is like one of the best exercises you can do without any equipment. It's really great for you, okay? All right, great, thank you. Okay, another thing so do a minute of that, then a 10-second break. Exercise number 2, we're gonna go into a plank, and we're gonna do mountain climbers. So from here, he's going to have one leg is always up, one knee is always up. You're trying to drive the knee into your chest, just like you're doing a front kick, right? So from here, he's alternating feet. Switch. So keep one foot off the ground, There you go. And alternate, go, bang, right? So some people like to do switch your feet and both feet touch the ground. Don't do that. You're just driving. Just drive. And see how he's starting to slip back here? I want him to keep himself honest, right? And you're gonna make sure that shoulder is right directly below, the arm's right directly below the shoulder. You keep that form, a good frame there, okay? All right, so those are your mountain climbers. And from there, we're gonna go into your sit-ups, etc. So sit down. You're hitting the entire body. Stay up on your butt. Knees are up. So right here. And extension and then touch. Extension and touch. Grab. And extension. Grab. Up, stay up. There, come on.
Oh, jeez.
You're on camera. Good, okay, so a minute of that, all right? Okay, next one here, facing the camera. So you're gonna go into a squat position. So we're going all the way out. Squat, up, front kick, squat down, up, front kick, other side. Just all the way down. So make sure when you do the squat, you're going all the way down. So if you watch him, as he comes down here, the hip joint right here is gonna be below the knee. That's a full squat, right? So don't do a half squat or quarter squat. Do the whole squat, nice and easy front kick as you come up. Squat, front kick, 1 minute of that, okay? Awesome, all right. So from here, next thing, we're gonna do a plank walk. So he's in a plank position. Make sure it's nice and strong form. Everything's perfect right there. He's gonna drop to one forearm. Drop to one forearm. You're gonna walk one forearm. Go on, keep going. Walk, up, walk, up. Right? And what he doesn't want to do is swivel the hip this much, right? So you pretend you have like a cup of water on your back and you want to keep it as flat as possible. So you maintain that core control, right? In a minute, all the way up. Come on. Keep going. Okay, good. All right, and after that, that's your minute. Come back up. You're gonna go into a squat, side kick. So from here, squat down, come back up, side kick to side, squat down, side kick, other side. Good. Side kick, what is that? There you go. So make sure it's a side kick, bang, and down. Side kick, down. Side kick, okay? Down. Side kick, good, and down. All right, 10-second break. And the final exercise here in the circuit is your squat jump, which is a great exercise I love to do. Everyone hates it, but it's fantastic for endurance. Good for explosion. So from here, squat all the way down, and then swing your arms up as you explode up, high, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? All right, so that's your circuit there. And with that, it's definitely a killer. So if you do a minute, 10 seconds, minute, 10 second, minute, 10 second, try to do it 2 or 3 times, the whole loop, and that's a great workout there in of itself. If it's really difficult for you, it's totally fine if you decrease the time to say 45 seconds, 15-second break. That's okay too. Just build up the endurance, and over time you get stronger, and you can push yourself a little bit more. But what you want to do though, what I encourage people is, if you decide on a time interval, stick with it for the entire circuit, right? Just try your best to stick with it. So do 45 seconds, 15-second break. Do it like 2 circuits of that, maybe for a week, like every other day, 2 or 3 times a week, and then the 3rd week, 4th week, push it up maybe like 55 seconds and a 10-second break, right? And that time, then you basically condition your body to be able to constantly work with very little rest period, which is really important for sparring, right? Because you have very little rest in between each exchange of kicking or in between each round, and that's how you can build your endurance up without the need of equipment and partners with you, okay? And you get a little bit of kicking in that as well. Cool. All right, so give that a shot. Thank you.